You can just, sir, as it comes, sir.
Now I'll just cancel my stop sharing. Okay, YouTube vandukka kekudha sir neenga.
Yes, sir. What is sir?
Okay. I'm just checking. 1 second.
StudioYouTube.com brother sir.
Inge panunga sir.
Just go to StudioYouTube.com sir. New stream create பண்ணிருக்கேன். லைவ் இருக்குன்னு பாருங்க சார் அதுல மை பிராட்காஸ்ட்.
ஆமா
அதுல கிளிக் பண்ணா வந்துரும் சார் அதுல.
ஓகே இந்த லிங்க் மட்டும் எனக்கு எடுத்துங்க. சரி நீங்க கிளிக் கொடுங்க சார். நீங்க கொடுத்துருந்தாரா சார்? யூ கேன் ப்ரோசீட்.
எஸ் சார், நீங்க லிங்க் எடுத்துறீங்களா?
அது ப்ரோசீடிங் சார்.
லிங்க் சார்.
ஆமா லிங்க் எடுத்து இப்ப எனக்கு ஒரு நிமிஷம் தான் போதும்.
ஷூர் சார்.
என்னோட ஸ்கிரீன் ஷேரிங் ஆகுதா சார்?
இல்ல சார், நானே இங்க பாத்துட்டு இருக்கேன். நீங்க எடுக்கிறது நான் பாத்து see.
I'm just எனக்கு அந்த லிங்க் ஒரே நிமிஷம் தான், நான் இப்பவே மாத்தி கொடுத்துறோம். 1 செகண்ட்.
Can you connect மாத்திட்டு சொல்லுங்க சார், then we'll start. Have you pasted sir?
Yes sir, மாத்திட்டாரு சார், மாத்திட்டாரு. நான் ப்ளே ஆவத மட்டும் பார்க்கிறேன். Yes sir, you are live sir. Go ahead sir.
Yeah, friends, we'll start into 1 minute of time or 1 or 2 minutes of time. Yes, Nikita ma'am, we can start.
Hello sir, namaste.
Yeah, namaste. Yeah. I hope it is live now, ma'am. We can start and go ahead with that.
Sir, is it visible from your end that it's live?
Everything is visible.
So that we can
start and clear.
Okay. So we shall start, sir?
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay, so I'm starting, sir.
Yes, please.
Hello everyone, very good evening. A warm welcome from eduhomeconnect.com. Myself is CMA Vikita, a cost accountant by profession, the faculty by passion. So here I come to have a small with our sir who is called VP Punche. He is a CMA USA. So ladies and gentlemen and our beloved students, this session is clearly about the CMA final. So I request all the CMA final students to stay tuned till our sir in giving us his insights on the paper. So today we have a privilege of welcoming an esteemed figure in the world of cost and management, investment banking and financial education. Not just a mentor, he is a person who is stabilizing and shaping the CMA aspirants into industry-ready professionals. As the founder and the director of Bharadwaj Institute Private Limited, he has been transformed financial learning since the year 2000. Coaching and guiding students with unparalleled expertise, but his impact goes beyond the classroom. With extensive experience as a cost consultant, investment banker, senior researcher, Sri Equity at Commodities, insights into the financial markets and corporate reports are second to none. having trained over more than 3,100 CMA final students across 40 above batches since 2005. He has mastered the art of making complex financial concepts, accessibilities, and actionabilities. Today, he is here with us, giving all the expertise, strategies, exam oriented missions, and the landscape on financial education. Let's dive into to talk with have a conversation with the faculty here. And sir, welcome you, sir. So normally students know him as VP sir. So we will also be talking to VP sir. We'll be asking some small questions, knowing his experience on the topic. How do we judge the topic? How do we go into the exam oriented of the topic? How do we memorize things? How do we work on financial reporting and all the stuff? So, sir, welcome you, sir. Connect is here to have a session with you. So, please share your opinion, sir.
Yeah, very happy to connect. Financial reporting or financial accounting is the passion of my, of course, arena, both in practice as well as in teaching. So that's why I could able to continue for about 41st batch is running now for the past 20 years. Okay, so it's a fantastic subject. It's a fantastic subject, but sometimes students get panicked because there is something called as the square thinking. You think into the box, you are successful. You think too much. Sometimes overthinking also results in, for example, creating a panic over the subject. Sometimes in group 4, they feel that FR is the most difficult subject. So we are here to make that particular myth to get removed and make this particular subject easy. And thank you, Astaf sir, of course, EduHome Connect. It brings you education, test series, everything to your home. And happy to be part of the knowledge sharer in this particular forum. Yeah, we'll go ahead with that.
As you shared about your opinion, can you please give us some insights about how do we actually pass in this exam? Because trust me, sir, not even students. When I was even a student, I had difficulty in learning or understanding this subject. I don't know why, but I'm so peerly as of now also. It is actually a good subject if you get a grip, but if you are not having a grip, it's little bit difficult to go into it and understand. So can you help us, sir?
Sure. See, understanding what kind of question you are going to face, the understanding the target, if you understand it, then the way will come automatic. That is my thing. So if you look at the question paper pattern, you can just look at the screen where it will contain 30 multiple, there is a 15 multiple choice question for 30 marks. If a student gets 30 out of 30, this pass is kind of a guaranteed one because you have to score 10 more to pass the exam, 20 more for aggregate like that. Then the FR paper will contain question number 2 to 8. Question number 2 to 8. There you have to answer 5 questions out of 7 questions. That is for 70 marks. That is for about 70 marks. So the student will write for about 100 marks, but the student will be getting 128 marks. The question paper will contain 128 marks, and that 28 marks can be left in choice. The student has to answer for about 100 marks. So question number 1, that multiple choice question 15 into 2, 30 marks. Then answer 5 out of 7 questions. That is for 70 marks. 1 marks total is about 100 marks. Then you have and CMA has multiple choice like value choice. It's possible for me to practice multiple choice question. That facility is not available with ICMA website because the 200 pages like for example, sharing audience. The student can take up and be
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, everything going perfect. A small correction. Two things. When Lisa ma'am is talking, echo is coming. Maybe from your end or Lisa ma'am maybe playing again. So this is the same. And this is very sad. Whenever Lisa ma'am is talking, there is a small echo. You speak little slower, it will be more useful. Maybe some network, small network is there, and everything perfect. Students are there. So students is given in the chat of this point. So go ahead and all this.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. All this.
Yeah, because maybe mute yourself when you're not talking, so that why
Just Lisa ma'am, can you just talk and we can just check it also, no issue. That's it.
Yeah. Hello, sir. Is it a echo now? Please note down in a copy because it helps us to learn properly while we are studying these particular chapters. Sir, is it okay? Tab sir, is it okay?
1 second, ma'am, 1 second. It is coming 1 minute late in the YouTube. So 1 second.
I'm also recording this parallelly, sir. So there is no issue. If there is an issue, we can share the recordings.
Okay, sir. Go ahead, sir. Sure, sir.
Okay.
Yeah. So maybe to recollect or repeat, I'll go a little slow. Like 1 minute. Yeah. Yes. With respect to MCQ, the student can concentrate on ICMA material and, of course, use the EduHome Connect where they can take up chapter-wise tests. Category A is most important, where, okay, from these areas you are getting about 40 to 45 to 55 marks in the exam. Okay. Goodwill and shares, business combinations, consolidated financial statements, share-based payments, government accounting theory, all these things. In category B, which is important, where Ind AS based questions are tested ranging from 25 marks to 35 marks like that. These are Ind AS which are most important. Without learning this, you should not enter the exam hall. Then coming to the section C, the overview of Ind AS and other Ind AS is important, right, from 10 to 15 marks kind of a thing. So this is my ABC analysis about the subject.
Yes, sir. So we got to know the ABC analysis. Category A, which is the most important, you should not miss it. Category B is something which is important. And category C is overall view you should have. But as sir has given us the ABC analysis, now let us know what would be the order of our preparation. Let's understand from our sir that what would be a better manner of preparing this whole ABC analysis and MCQ so that we can fetch good marks in our exam.
Yeah, very good, valid point. Because sometimes students start with preparing directly consolidated financial statement, or they start preparing share-based payment. Okay, the right topic to start is the goodwill and shares topic, because you should know how the goodwill is valued, how the shares are valued. Based on that only amalgamation takes place. Okay, so business combination, we value the shares of B Limited, we value the shares of A Limited, we take over. Net assets method, net payment method. Okay, so if you directly start with business combination without understanding what is net assets, what is net payment, how to value the shares of a company, it will be something difficult. So the first topic to start with will be, goodwill and shares. One more advantage, valuation of goodwill and shares is common to FR paper as well as business valuation management paper. In business valuation, there is a chapter called as mergers and acquisitions. Nothing but we do accounting for amalgamation, that is business combination and FR. So the first topic the student should learn is valuation of goodwill and shares. After that, the student should come to business combination, because in business combination, you will work out what is the net asset acquired, what is consideration paid, you will find out goodwill, and you value it, not controlling interest. Same thing you will do in Ind AS 110. In Ind AS 110, consolidated finance statement, value minority interest, not controlling interest, it will say refer to Ind AS 103. Refer to Ind AS 103. So learning Ind AS 103, then coming to Ind AS 110 will help you to understand better about consolidated financial statement. If a student plainly starts, and start directly with holding subsidiary company, that's all. Then you will not understand even the lectures about how to value goodwill again. So that is the order of preparation: goodwill and shares, then business combination, then consolidated financial statement. From this itself, 30 marks questions are tested. Then share-based payments you can learn. Share-based payments you can learn. Then internal reconstructions can be learned after the business combination chapter kind of a thing. Of course, theory area should be learned about 20-30 days before your exam. Because in the world, who's learning government accounting? CMA students. Okay, so government accounting should be taken, or sustainability reporting, ESG reporting and all should be learned about 20 days before exam, because you learn before your temporary memory goes off, write the exam and clear kind of a thing. Yeah, when it comes to order of preparation of Ind AS, I'll come to it. Order of preparation of Ind AS, we should start, the right Ind AS to start with will be plant, property, equipment. Knowing what is cost of fixed asset. Only then you will understand what is impairment loss. What is impairment loss? Then you should also learn borrowing cost along with PPE. Along with which one? PPE. Then leases. So if you look at PPE, impairment losses, borrowing cost, leases, all these are interconnected accounting standards in AS where you have to learn. Then you can learn about revenue recognition. After learning consolidated financial statement, you have to learn associates and joint venture. 20 to 50% control associate or joint venture. 51% or more control consolidated financial statement. So learn first the consolidated financial statement, then learn Ind AS 28. Because without learning consolidated financial statement, if you start learning associate, then you will not be able to work out what is goodwill, what is gain on bargain purchase, what is equity method of accounting. You will not be able to understand. So, okay, after learning consolidated financial statement, come to which one? Associates and which one? Joint ventures. Then learn about plant, property, equipment, borrowing cost, impairment losses, leases, then income tax you can learn anytime. Okay, income tax you can learn anytime. Revenue recognition also can be learned. But these are the most important accounting standards which are tested every time, ranging from 2 marks to 7 marks kind of a thing. Then other areas, depending upon your time availability, preparation of other subjects, you can prepare kind of a thing. So this is the order in which a student is expected or required to learn.
So thank you, sir. Thank you so much for sharing the order, because it's very much important, because as we go into the final subjects, because it's too much heavy course. If we know the order from you, it will be little bit easier for the students to read and actually lighter the mind. When you said about goodwill should be started first, and then slowly ranking is done. I hope everyone has had a proper understanding on the rank of how do we start with 1 till 7 to 8 or 10 points or 10 topics. So thank you so much, sir. Sir, just want to ask a question. What do you feel about the theory type of questions or the theory portion? Should we actually take it light? Yeah, should we actually memorize some important topics, because students face a lot of issue, because we have a question. I remember we have a question where theory also plays an important role, where students have difficulty in opting the practical questions. They have an option of pointing on to theory. So, sir, if we opt to theory question also in exam, is there any manner of writing? Do you feel that a student should prefer to write some keywords or some underlining of the points? Because if you give us an overview on it, it will be great, sir.
Super, thank you. Because yes. With respect to theory, the student should have their own handwritten notes. Okay, don't read from book, it will go off. So as you are telling, the important points are keywords, you should write it down so that you are able to recall kind of a thing. Let us take things like government accounting or role of CAG, role of Public Accounts Committee. Okay, so our composition of Public Accounts Committee, you just write the points. At final level, students are not expected to mug up, but students are expected to write the relevant point. For that, you should have your own notes that you'll be able to recollect in the exam. That is number one. So for government accounting, the chapters like government accounting, sustainability reporting, ESG reporting, CSR in India, okay, 4P, there is 4P reporting. Okay, those things, you should have your own simplified notes written. That will be easy for you to, recollect and go ahead. And most important, accounting standards, many students write only the answer. If without writing the accounting standard, when you write only the workings, no mark will be given. Let us take a question like, for example, plant, property and equipment. There is a question given about how to calculate cost of a fixed asset. They have given cost, they have given transportation charges, pre-construction interest, so many data is given. You should write what is given in Ind AS, that is 16, about PPE. Any cost included or any cost spent or any amount spent to bring the asset into current location and condition should be included in the cost of the asset. This theory outright, then give your workings kind of a thing. Okay, they ask you accounting treatment for borrowing cost. They have given 4 or 5 assets. Okay, they have given borrowing cost. Okay, they ask you to show the accounting treatment. If you just give the working, that is just a working. You should write what Ind AS 23 talks about borrowing cost. Okay, number 1, borrowing cost during the construction period can be capitalized. That should be a substantial construction period. It can be capitalized till the asset is available for use. Okay, the remaining borrowing cost can be charged to revenue, something like that. You write the content of the accounting standard and give the working. If you just give the working for Ind AS, then a mark may not be awarded in full. Okay. So they ask you, for example, they ask a question based on lease. Okay, they ask you to do accounting for lease as per the relevant Ind AS. You just do accounting, no mark will be given. You would write as per Ind AS 116, is operating lease or financial lease. Like financial lease, like then and this and so financial lease and so it is 20% rating the workings kind of a thing. And with respect to government accounting and sustainability reporting, it is 100% theory. And if you look at the weightage of theory in the it will be 20-25 remaining 20% you solve everything. So that's there because and this was by far the condition the first is over to see days not the US use demo is not only Indians. Okay, so about the Chinese very close and now you should because the solution is not Indians.
So as has been a view on topics, small question that is for MCQs. Like what can be the particular small chapters or the topics where we expect that that MCQ from that particular topic will be covered. Can you please help us, sir?
So if you look at MCQ, in the 30 marks, remaining questions are remaining things are the questions from very. So how do I say is MCQ only? You want to chapter okay, then okay, and the business like that. So you want to practice that. Now you practice MCQ. Like share it in first learn the answer, practice like MCQ from you take up I hope that is also available in I don't know working. This is
So actually was also
no. You are in the I'm talking about you're studying please at least 8 days a day. 8 days a day, you're studying. Which means 5 hours, which means 5 hours to learn what play content. It will content, it will go under years. For I will just look into okay, this is like okay, you was saying. Then okay, you can say okay, then you 100 years. Okay, then I will 60 years. Then I learn to something. Before I shall we should have proper notes. It will just take very less time. But if you have videos only, you cannot rewind and play video for 100 hours, 200 hours. It's very difficult. But you can you will not sleep STM like that. So my suggestion is learn
so as a consistency, the consistency and attention will be and device is like when you something for something you say and it's already really managed. You always have it. So it's report. It should be doesn't be so we go to the last point of our discussion. Challenges in exam paper. Like what are techniques which is like what are the techniques what questions we be getting exam? We start MCQ first, like before we start the theory first. So sir, give us an overview on it.
Sure, definitely. For example, we start. Let us assume you start with MCQ. You start with which one? MCQ. Just go through question number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The 15 questions, that is given in 4 pages. Okay. If you try to solve everything, then you will find about 1 hour time is lost in that. Okay. The questions which are known to you, put a tick mark, and reserve your first page. It is not fill in the blank, or it is not like choose the best answer. It is MCQ. You would just write the option A, B, or C, or D. So reserve your first page for your MCQ. Okay. First attempt only the known question. Don't waste time in too much calculation for a too much calculative question. That you can do it at the end. So initially, out of 15 questions, if 10 questions are known to you, attempt them. If you find those 4 or 5 questions are lengthy, leave them. You can do it at the end. That is number 1. So first page of your answer, leave for your MCQ. Answer sheet, first page, you leave it for your MCQ. Second, third, fourth page. Okay. Now go to the question number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then you start with the question which you know well. Okay. Then you will be able to write it fastly, complete it fastly, kind of a thing. So the questions which are known to you first, you should write first and complete first. Number 1. Number 2, always remember the rule, 1.8 minute per mark. 100 marks, 180 minutes. 1.8 per minute per mark. For example, if a consolidation problem is asked for 14 marks, you can maximum spend about 25 to 30 minutes of time. If you spend 1 hour of time, then only 2 hours will be remaining where you will be rushing up, your mind will not be working. So give a spread of about average 1.8 minutes. It need not be exactly 1.8 into number of marks, an average time. Sometime a question may be very, very easy. Today I was solving a problem on lease accounting. It was 7 marks, but students were able to solve it in 10 minutes of time. Okay, time you can take is around 14 minutes, but the students were able to read and solve in 10 minutes. 4 minutes is saved. That can be used for some lengthy questions, kind of a thing. That is number 1. So to summarize, attempt the known MCQs first. Leave the remaining blank. Then attempt the questions which are known to you next. Okay, do it in like question number 3, then 2, then 5, then 6, then 7, then 8, like that. Ensure that you are starting the new answer for a new question in a separate page. Okay, don't start in half of the page, kind of a thing. Ensure that you are using black pen, because your paper will be scanned and sent for evaluation. If you write in blue, the scanner may not work properly. Your answer may look shabby. So I request you to use black pen. Your sentiment, even I don't like black while writing. But examination, when you write in black, the scanner will do proper work. Then when the scanned copy is uploaded, examiner evaluation will be much easier, kind of a thing. So use a black pen, start in a new page for every new answer. Known questions you attempt first, then multiple choice questions, known questions you do first. Last 5 minutes, you come back to the multiple choice question, or last available time, you come back to the multiple choice questions. 2 or 3 questions, you are able to do it. Remaining 2 or 3 questions, just toss a coin and put it, because no negative marking, so you can just attempt all the questions. That is what. My friends, even the All India rank holder has not completed full paper. Maybe last time All India rank holder, 43, 44, and of course, earlier it was 12 and 14. They used to come and tell us that we are not able to complete FR paper. We were able to complete only 80%, but they came in All India rank. Okay. So sometimes, if things are going out of control, don't get tensed. And most important, once you're coming out of the exam hall, don't discuss the question paper. Go to the next exam. Okay, there is no use in discussing about what happened in FR. Who's correct, who's wrong. I always equate Indian marriages and, of course, examination. If you put a knot, then everything will be out of control, both for bride as well as groom. Same way, if you tie the paper, that's it. Everything is out of your control. There is no use in discussing about the paper, and concentrate for the next exam, kind of a thing. Then, one other question which I got it in chat now. Sir, can a CMA student refer CA Final FR material? I had seen students buying CA lectures made for CA course, listening in CMA. Their lectures are like 250 hours, 300 hours, like that. Our total learning for group 4 itself will be around 400 to 500. If you are learning too much depth, okay, FR is the hardcore blood of a chartered accountant, okay. If you learn too much deeper into financial reporting, then you will be lost in too much. Overthinking will not work. So you should know which question, which level you would stop. So I would say you can refer the notes, but don't go too much into too advanced problems, okay, which can be addressed by a chartered accountant, because their hardcore blood is financial reporting. Our hardcore blood is costing, valuations, finance, like that. So you can refer, but don't get lost in that particular thing. Okay. So best thing is you can refer your best study materials, whatever may be the religion you belong to, let it be Bhagavad Gita, Qur'an or Bible. That is your ICMA material. Practice your model test papers, past 3-4 years test papers. Then, of course, take up the model test series. That will help you to score better in the exam, kind of a thing.
So yes, sir. Sir, I was about to ask you that question which you answered just now about why students try to prefer the CA material and stuff. But you answered it. Thank you, sir. In advance, you answered. So, students, one very important thing we learned from sir is our main manner of preparing our exam. First thing. Second thing we understood is the question paper pattern. Then understood is the ABC analysis or the weightage of the topic. How do we give importance to the areas of the topic and which section is critical for prioritizing our efforts. Next, we understood is the order of our preparation or perspective towards our exam. Then in the last some points, we also got to know that which are the theory topics. Sir also gave us a theory topics overview also. Some 7-8 topics he gave while he's saying about theory topics. How do we learn? How do we categorize it? In the end, we understood about the MCQ strategies as well as the chapter-wise strategies. And beautifully, sir has explained 50 hours, 50 days plan, and CFR should be in our day, which time we should read in our day, and so. So, thank you so much, sir, for giving so many insights of handling our final paper. Sir, what would be your last, the last motivational line about reading CFR to all our students? Please say some good lines, sir.
Yeah, just one student has texted me, sir, I went to start preparing for FR, but I'm having all the lectures and notes. What should I do? Concentrate on A category. Concentrate on A category. Concentrate on MCQ. You'll be able to write for about 80 to 90 marks. You'll be able to write for about 80 to 90 marks. Without completing A category, don't go to B and C category. Okay, even if you start now, I told you, 50 days into 10 hours. Easily possible. Morning 3 hours, afternoon 2 hours, evening 3 hours or 4 hours. Easily possible. Okay, 50 days into 10 hours, 500 hours. Divided by 4 subjects, 125 hours you give in that category. A will take you only about 60 to 70 hours if you learn exclusively for CMA. Okay, so even if you have not started preparing now, I would say 50 days time is more than sufficient for you to go ahead and preparing and writing your exam. Okay, many students come and those who are attending both the groups used to come in and say, sir, should I have to write group 3 or group 4? Let me to concentrate only on group 3 and group 4. I said, you listened in the class, you practiced questions, just to spend time in revising and go and write your exam. Remember, many students, I can share you the screenshots. Group 4, they scored more than prepare your session, because if you listen too much, okay, then it will result in like lost in thoughts, drifting away from your preparation, demotivation, etc. might happen. Main most important thing is don't discuss the question paper after writing the exam. Okay, and sometimes some videos will come telling that FR suggested answer. Connect.com. Of course, who is instrumental in bringing it. I'm not praising here because I'm addressing this forum. It is the work of 2 years to bring this website. 2 years, a team of 20 people have worked day and night in preparing the you all value
Thank you so much. Thank you to exercise experience of us today. Sir, your insights on CMA Final CFR paper, exam strategy, the 50-day plan, how do we categorize our topic, ABC analysis, and all the inputs you have given is key to our successful students. Also, I think this part leads to success. We're not going to short to analyze, so we are in a conversation with some from and we are in decisions that many please ensure that you such an ideas. So thank you so much for this day. Thank you, sir, for giving us the opportunity. It's really a great to have me moderating the session with the expert. Thank you, sir. Namaste from Thank you. All guys. Bye. We'll see you soon in the next webinar.